I knew it. He is a 6-star. So this is why Enigma doesn't want to hang out with me. I don't have Ulrich.
Try my new invention.
God damn it. I don't have Ulrich. Oh, it is a very, very sad day to be an Enigma and Ulrich fan. Hello everyone, it's your girl Luna here. And we are playing the new Reverse 1999 update. Oh, yes. I'm extremely excited because I've been waiting for this update and I'm super excited for it because for anyone who is not aware, this update only has one character banner and it is our boy Enigma. As this whole event story is for my guy, it's based in Laplace. Love Laplace. So, we're gonna have a grand old time. So let's get into it. We're gonna see the trailer first.
The age of humans has come to an end.
Oh, you got Zemmelweis in the back there. Memory of Greta Hoffman. Yeah. Oh my god, it's chilling. Oh.
With the lost research on the storm and the long absence of an LSCC director,
Yes.
the Foundation is considering appointing a director of their own choosing.
Which isn't good.
Focus on the matter at hand. Adler already said that they're pressuring us for results.
Yeah.
I did hear the Foundation has been quite lively lately.
We just need to submit something that'll shut them up.
Not just something, the pre-storm protocol.
Look at X's shocked face in the background. Oh, it's so cute.
They're simulated data. Forget your humanitarian
Shocked
care.
X.
Think about it clearly, Adler. The pieces in the toy box are not objectively different from their real-world counterparts.
Gotcha.
Is that the case this time as well? This is a simulation of the storm. Everything will reset. Nothing will change.
If you've already concluded that this is meaningless, why did you return? Time waits for no one, Bruderherz. I have to go eventually.
Gretchen's back.
I also... Greta!
Oh, Teen.
Du kannst das Arkanum nicht begreifen. Du kannst diese Tür nicht öffnen.
None of us even knows what's in there, and you're saying you're going in alone?
There must be a theory.
We're getting some
that unifies
3D action
everything in
here.
the universe.
Adler, just by observing it, you have become a new influencing factor on the core.
No matter what you see, don't approach it. We mustn't...
Every puzzle has a solution. And the world is just another crossword.
I'm all giddy. Oh my god. I'm so excited to get into this. I was so jealous of the Chinese fan base when they got this update. I was like, oh my god, you lucky feckers. I was so jelly. But now it's here. Oh, my global. Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh my god, that's such a cool trailer as well. Anyways, let's start it up. Okay, part 1, the uncanny green. Buried deep, no echoes return. Story chapter, let's go. How's the title card gonna be? A silent afternoon. Enigma sits at his desk, trying to picture a field of grass. But something else always pushes its way in. Something bitter. Something that tastes of rust. After several failed attempts, he pulls open the drawer and looks at what's inside. A pistol. A Luger P08. Practical for self-defense.
Hoffmann.
He says the name quietly.
Diejenigen, die nicht vom Sturm geholt werden. Wohin gehen Sie, wenn Sie sterben? Ich möchte es selbst überprüfen.
Last and first principles. Really out of the gate, we're starting with that scene. Okay. Oh, so cool. Title cards. Ugh. Here we go. We're at her, Greta Hoffman, the cemetery.
Never afraid of sacrifice, she followed her own path. And her fearlessness and perseverance ultimately...
Miss Marcus.
Oh, you've arrived.
Marcus! The young investigator lowers her head. A moment later, she manages a slightly easier expression.
It's good to see you, Miss Semmelweis.
Miss Semmelweis. Semmelweis glances at the papers in Marcus's hand. They're crumpled and near where the ink has smeared, new letters have been neatly filled in.
Relax. Everything will go smoothly.
Semmelweis looks as gorgeous as always, of course.
Where are the others?
The Foundation's memorial ceremony has already ended. It was solemn. Almost everyone came to express their condolences. They just all had to get back to their work.
That's sad.
Well, at least this cemetery will always remain open. I was more so wondering about those colleagues you're familiar with. Miss Kakanya, for example. I thought she'd be accompanying you.
Yeah, that's actually a shocker. We don't have Kakanya. Yeah, because she's the only other member from that whole storyline. So, of course, yeah. Yeah, Kakanya's the only one.
She had to go through a few more rounds of inquiries, so she couldn't make it. She did send a bouquet of flowers, though.
Oh, that's nice of her. She sent at least something.
It was just like the one you brought. A beautifully arranged bouquet of white chrysanthemums.
The hell is going on outside? Ah, white chrysanthemums. Yeah, those are good for a lovely cemetery. Semmelweis nods and surveys the figures scattered around them.
And Enigma? Where's he gone off to? Weren't they each other's only family? I heard he was the one who pushed for the Hoffman Knot name. Rather admirable, if you ask me. But now, at that very sister's funeral, our Mr. Adler is nowhere to be found.
I hate this shit. I hate this shit. I hate this shit. I understand that I understand that it's sort of like expected for like all family members to like go to a person's funeral, even siblings. But to be honest, there are certain people who do not enjoy going to funerals and don't enjoy having their grief seen publicly. So I don't I don't like that sort of like pressure, even though it's sort of like, yeah. The only funeral that I've gone to is my granddad's. My lovely granddad's a couple of years back. And even then I was like, I don't really want to go. But I only went because I knew I wasn't going to go to the wake. And I didn't go and visit his body while they were getting him ready. So I had to go to the funeral. But I refused the wake afterwards. I was like, no. No. This is the most you're going to get from me. This is the most you're going to see. Everything else is going to stay inside. But yeah, it's a little pet peeve. I know people think it's like disrespect or something, but it's also like, well, come on. Some people just don't like to make their grief public. Even if it's within close family friends.
Mr. Enigma helped me sort through Madame Hoffman's possessions. Then he left all in a hurry.
But also this is Enigma, so I'm not gonna...
Later, I received word from Laplace that he'd barred the door to his office.
He got an idea.
Huh.
This is his way
so
of
he's
going
chosen
for it.
escapism then.
Oh. The conversation ends there. He, the two of them, and all the rest gathered here are little more than acquaintances to one another, familiar only in their mourning. At last Marcus speaks again.
There was a mailing list among Madame Hoffman's possessions.
Oh? A mailing list? Ooh!
On the train to Vienna, she asked me a question, hoping I could read its answer.
What is the best way for someone to defend themselves if they cannot use arcane skills?
I read the answer she expected. She asked because she was preparing a gift.
Vehicles! Right, we're going to a different room. This is what happens when you live too close to a road. It was for her brother. The words fly out of her like fired bullets. What a rare thing, the chance to ease unbearable grief simply by sharing it. There we go.
Mr. Enigma packed the list, her documents, her ID badge, and her diary into a box. Madame Hoffman's entire life reduced to a tiny box. Then he stopped and he asked me,
Where do you think Greta has gone?
The ink on the paper in her hand starts to run again.
"Where has she gone? Heaven? Hell? Has the storm washed them away too? Those who aren't lost to the storm, where do they go? Will I see her again someday? Will all of us, any of us, see her again? If only I'd known earlier that the gift she was preparing was a birthday present for him, that instead of taking care of me and celebrating my first day as a Foundation investigator, she could have... If only my arcane skill were more useful. If only I'd read what would happen on that stage. If only the future were written out as words on a page.
Oh, Marco, sweetie. Sylvie says nothing. She only raises her hand gently. But before that touch can reach her, Marcus draws a deep breath and forces her what-ifs back down. There is nowhere to turn for answers. No point in blaming herself. What's done is done.
I told him I hoped Madame Hoffman had gone somewhere with no storm and started a new life, even if that means I'll never see her again. In the end, he said he needed to think about my answer. He hasn't left his room since. I can understand that. I don't want to be here either. But I have to. Because I want people to know that they don't need to worry about me anymore. Escapism is a natural reaction to grief. Just because you don't want to face it doesn't mean you're heartless. Don't you think?
Marcus, good on you. Yes. Yes, people grieve in different ways. You can't tell someone that their way of grieving is wrong. Unhealthy? Maybe. Wrong? No. She waits almost stubbornly for an answer. Semmelweis glances towards the distant grave and smiles softly.
Look at you saying all that without stammering. You see? There's no need to worry.
Huh? Sorry. I shouldn't have suddenly...
No, you're right. Everyone handles grief differently. Let's go. I'd like to hear how your training is going. I'm sure Greta would be proud of how much her little apprentice has grown.
All right, Miss Semmelweis.
She nods solemnly. They pass through the gathering crowd and stand before the grave. She gazes at the small box in the hall. Everything suddenly feels unreal. Wait, really? There's no small box. No, it's an actual thing, yeah. Did they even have a body? Well, it depends what happens with the storm. Oh. She desperately wishes it were unreal. Just some nightmare her mind conjured under pressure. But every book has an end. It's time to turn the page.
Madam Hoffman was an exemplary Foundation investigator, a dependable teammate, and my dearest mentor. She never cowered in the face of sacrifice. She followed
the overlay. A hand settles on her back. Semmelweis finishes the sentence for her.
She followed her own path until the end.
Pursuing the truth with a resolute heart. And ultimately, it was her fearlessness and perseverance that brought us the knot that allows us to cross the storm.
Oh, the scene of Marcus and Greta. That's why I have to cherish every chance to keep the story going.
She inspired many, none more than myself. She gave me the courage to leave the Flennon Isles, allowing me to witness and read so many new things.
The lighthouse.
Standing here, I vow to continue to seek what she sought, what we all seek, a world after 1999.
Because I want to see the world you believed in.
I will persevere as she did. I will keep reading, keep writing, record every experience, every feeling. I will never forget what you've done for us. For me.
Oh, memory of Greta Hoffman. Oh. Well, there goes the balloon. Oh my god, to be continued. That is so fucking cool. I'm sorry. I like the to be continued thing. Okay, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm sorry. I interrupted the mood. Sorry. Okay, part 2. The Spiral. Just a little detour. Just a little detour. And this is a story part. So let's get into it. Title card. Here we go, we're in Laplace now.
Damn it, are you blind?
And there's Medicine Pocket.
Honestly, is there no code of conduct among you people? You're the one barreling down the hall.
Mate, shut the fuck up, this is Laplace.
Hold on, you're...
After spotting the bite mark covered ID badge, he wisely swallows his words. I would if I were you.
Researcher Medicine Pocket?
Oh, sweet. Looks like even the little minions at the Foundation have heard of me. I'm rushing to get a sample right now. If you're here for Ulrich, try that lab over there. If you're here for Enigma, check his office. If you're here for me, get lost. Better luck next time.
I love them. They glance past the staff member, interest suddenly pickered.
Oh, wait, let me guess. You suits can't take it anymore, so you're gonna shove a new director on us, right? Or maybe one of the oh-so-generous higher-ups has finally approved our application for a new lab? Oh, or maybe you're here to command us very obedient researchers to fix you up an arc? You know, like Noah? Well, here's an idea. How about you shelve all that and let us get back to our research on edible Procrasma extract? At worst, we'll get a taste of something sweet.
I love them so much. The staff member gives an awkward wave and quickens his pace, hoping to get out of this predicament as soon as possible.
That's a topic that requires a rigorous approval process and oversight from... It's not within my power to decide. I need to deliver these files to Mr. Enigma immediately. I won't take up any more of your time.
They toss a small metal tube to the flustered staff member. Oh my god, it's an Angie Medicine Pocket.
Give him this and make sure he eats it. My application's been sitting on his desk for 30 hours. Looks like the only way I'm gonna get through to him is if he experiences it for himself. If there's an emergency, just press the button on the wall, not the red one.
Damn. Medicine Pocket doesn't wait for a response, disappearing around the next corner instead. Staff member is left with nothing but a closed door in the distance. Damn.
I see. You can follow the proper procedures to file a complaint against researcher Medicine Pocket.
Tosses the metal tube to one side and grabs something off his desk. A crumpled ball of paper drops neatly into the wastebasket by the staff member's feet.
The application has already been reviewed. The ever-generous assessor that I am. As for your request, based on the progress of our other projects, you can expect a response in about 69 business days.
This is an urgent matter, sir.
I understand completely. It's a pity for us both that Laplace isn't a wish-granting machine. If it truly is as urgent as you say, put the documents on the pile to your left. Make sure not to touch anything else.
Then when's the earliest?
52 business days.
Damn. They must be absolutely loaded. Well, Enigma must be absolutely loaded with shit.
In principle, my department only accepts research assignments pertaining to the storm, and only the final results are delivered to us. The calculations and sample analyses you need will be handed off to other teams. But it's not like we have spare researchers just moseying around. And Laplace isn't the Foundation's personal calculator.
Damn, they should put more money into Laplace just to make this place run a bit more smoother.
If you have any objections or extenuating circumstances,
Or get people
you can
trained
take
to
it
work
up
in
with our
Laplace.
director.
I feel like Laplace is that one place where you're like, it's either going to be great or you're going to be swimming in paperwork. Although that's the Foundation as well, so...
But of course, the position's still empty. I'm only standing in to manage the documents and affairs no one else cares to deal with. Looks like it'll be a tough job to find you a team. Close the door on your way out.
He's like, he's ain't taking any shit. He's like, I'm done with you fuckers. Yep, you're gonna need to go, mate. To his surprise, the staff member doesn't argue, but he doesn't budge either.
You can move your own legs without your boss's orders, can't you? Get out.
I'm glad to see you're still full of vigor, Adler.
Oh. Now you can't say anything mean to her, okay? Adler, please, please. His head snaps up in surprise as a familiar figure steps inside. Seeing who it is, he finally sets down his pen.
If it isn't my old friend. What are you fetching for Constantine this time? I trust the last report you snatched was to your satisfaction. If anything else in these stacks of scrap paper strikes your fancy, then by all means, help yourself.
He extends an arm and pats the mountain of files beside him.
That won't be necessary. Though I'll be sure to visit again should the need arise. Mark, there's still some details regarding the proposed adjustment to field agent rations I'd like you to confirm.
Oh.
Mr. Ulrich and Miss Simone have cleared the 15-minute block in their schedules. You'll find them in meeting room number 3.
Oh, okay.
Very well.
The door closes.
You knew of Miss Simone's return today.
Ah, Miss Simone is back! Hell yeah.
Most assumed she retired to the timekeeper's suitcase along with Madame Lucy. Looks like the Foundation keeps as close an eye on Laplace as they do on Manus Vindictae.
He scoffs.
Some might even say that mad scientists and fanatical arcanists aren't so different. Though the former does have the small advantage of providing a handy little invention here and there.
Always thinking from a researcher's perspective, Adler. Every researcher wants an independent, undisturbed laboratory. A simple wish in theory, but difficult to implement in practice.
I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to lecture me. What's the matter?
I trust Ulrich has told you what transpired in Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
Not long ago, we received reports from our field agent squads and investigators.
Yeah.
This time, the storm has brought us to the year 1920, and to a war that should no longer exist.
The storm is hardly a perfect formula, and historical records often contain inaccuracies. Even under our current theoretical models, Arcana maintains a degree of uncertainty and unknowability. A minor error such as this should come as no surprise to you.
He takes the stack of reports in Madame Z's hand, nonetheless. As he flips through the pages, his expression grows serious.
An error of this magnitude doesn't follow any of our current models. This flood has destroyed at least 2/3 of all our prior findings.
Since the beginning, we've diligently tracked the occurrence frequency of the storm. We've also long gotten used to it, abandoning any semblance of a pattern.
Because those who haven't gotten used to it are no longer with us.
A scornful laugh.
It's never easy to have your world turned upside down, for anyone. It's overwhelming at first, but the more you see it happen, the easier it is to accept. Of course, some still have their objections. There have been countless debates on whether we should prepare for war.
Yeah, because of course the Foundation is in factions at the moment. With one for war and one against war. So there's a lot of power battles happening in the Foundation current.
Laplace is not an arsenal.
Yeah, and Laplace is very much don't give a shit. We just do what we do best. And that's that.
Our more radical members believe that, since research on the storm will continue to be lost, we should divert our resources elsewhere.
Okay.
The LSCC has been without a director for a long time, and the Arcanocentric Society Institutum Laurent has gone unchecked. There is reason to believe that this has impacted Laplace's research efficiency.
She studies Enigma's expression, knowing he's already figured out why she has come.
So, to ensure our collaboration with Laplace continues to yield valuable results, the Foundation plans to dispatch a director of their own choosing.
Oh, yay. This is gonna go so well.
Absolutely not.
His clenched fist never comes down on the desk. He stifles his anger. Rage won't help him now.
I don't agree with the sentiment, nor do I believe the Foundation should assume complete control of Laplace. However, the reality is that, besides some perfect directing machine, the members will be the most easily persuaded if we appoint a human as director.
Yeah. So, we've had Lucy, who had difficulties communicating with others, specifically the human researchers, because how mechanical she is. As she is an awakened, so there's probably language barriers there. Understanding's a bit off. Ludwig came by in the last event story. I'm not sure what the fuck he was. He was something. I don't know. I can't remember what exactly. But he's a bird. Yeah. So the Foundation are just like, if they get someone human in, then there won't be any issues. But also, being human, at least with Lucy, there's sort of like, neutral territory. Like, she doesn't really have an agenda. She's just doing what she's being told and what she needs the results for. With a human, however, some bias may come in. So, that's my little thought. That's my little nugget of thought.
Which is why I've come to you today.
A fly in the room was pissing me off. There you go.
If, under your leadership, Laplace can produce a persuasive new discovery during this tumultuous period, it would help my cause immensely. Of course, no matter what, I'll continue to express my support for Laplace's independence to the Foundation.
Enigma looks at his old colleague. They worked together a long time ago, if only briefly.
What exactly are you hoping to achieve with all this politicking? For Laplace to align itself with the Foundation? Or with yourself? You don't seriously expect a group of scientists to spend their time strategizing these things like some kind of warlords pushing clay figurines around a sand table, do you?
Yeah, that isn't what Laplace is about. Laplace is very much science and innovation, with some level of craziness happening, which doesn't align with the Foundation. Their mindset isn't for politics. They just want to do the fun stuff. Madame Z doesn't answer directly.
I'd like you to continue your research on the toy box sent by Mu-C3. Investigate the source of its power and use its simulations to push out a report. Producing a final pre-storm protocol will refute the accusations that the LSCC lacks risk management policies, and the core of the toy box may just provide the new results you need.
I see your reasoning, but why are you telling me this? Surely you aren't offering your help simply out of the goodness of your heart. What exactly are your feelings toward Laplace nowadays? Nostalgia? Or some kind of scientific idealism?
Madame Z pauses, then she brings up that old, often discussed topic.
I still believe we can reach the final theory. Something all-encompassing that unifies the entire universe.
Enigma falters, then lets out a sigh.
Well, in that, we've just been going in circles. In a decade, all we've managed is to return to the 11th dimension.
Oh my god, there's a new fly in the room. Fuck.
But that doesn't mean all our past efforts have been meaningless.
Hopefully. She rises, cutting the conversation short.
The timekeeper hopes to understand the situation outside as soon as possible. Once you've arrived at a conclusion, please contact me immediately.
The door closes again. There she is. Mausie stands in the corridor, gazing up at the unfamiliar silver-white building.
Can a scientist become a politician?
That is a question. That's a question. I mean, there are certain scientists in the past who genders have not been politically sound. Or morally sound, to be honest. And then when you consider certain scientists so like social experiments with people, sometimes there's like a massive bias. Freud, for example, fucking shit. He certainly has an opinion on females. He certainly has an opinion on females, which can turn political. I'm trying to think now. I'm like, he's a psychologist, so yeah. But still, sort of similar things. But yeah. I'm trying to think. I had another example in my head, but it's just like, it's gone. It's gone. I mean, you can do experiments based on political ongoing things. Like, there was one experiment where people were... Here you go. This is... I studied this in psychology. It's a social experiment because psychology. But it was basically an experiment to test if you would do something if you were repeatedly told to do it. Even if the person that it's affecting is in more distress. And basically, that experiment is based on is sort of like influenced by how Germany was under the Nazis, basically. And so it kind of goes hand in hand, but yeah. So I think there is an idea where science can be political, depending on how you go about it. Some science just isn't political, but a good part of it, mostly the social stuff, the psychology things, can be, in a way, have like an agenda to them. But anyways, I'm getting too wrapped up in this. So, let's go to the next one. Lower the little volume. Yeah. Part 3. The answer at the bottom. Don't readily accept rehearsed stories. Oh yeah, I'm doing this all at once, by the way, guys. Well, this episode, at least. Oh god. Hello?
There must be a theory that unifies everything in the universe. Because every puzzle has a solution.
That sounds like a younger Enigma. Lines from a framework waiting for one letter to anchor the answer.
The word is like a crossword. If you follow the clues... Verdammt. Isn't it about time humanity evolved beyond sleep?
Hey, I quite like sleep, Adler. He shakes his head and fixes his gaze on the jumbled grid lines covering his desk. Pushing the papers and files aside, he turns on the screen. It's 3 p.m. You're late for your meeting, mate.
Looks like the little biter's actually done some work in between destroying public property. Side effects have certainly lessened. Did I throw away the instruction manual? What did it say? Never mind. The little side effects have already been eliminated. The other symptoms don't matter.
Damn. He reaches under the papers for the metal chew and tips 2 colorful candies into his palm.
I hope this helps. Toybox research, the timekeeper's request, new results, and Lorenz. Alright.
Hey, you got many things on your plate, mate.
Problems rarely come alone. But the more problems there are, the closer we are to the solution.
Nope.
We need to stop creating more problems.
Ulrich there. Ulrich slams his fist down the desk in an attempt to end the chaotic discussion spiraling before him. Unfortunately, in Laplace, shouting only invites a louder rebuttal.
Then get rid of the approval system so we can all work in peace for a couple weeks. You know, spend our time actually experimenting instead of writing damn reports. That's our problem. I'm telling you, even if Enigma locked himself in that room for the next decade, he wouldn't get through them all.
Focus on the matter at hand, researcher Medicine Pocket.
Ooh.
The toy box has been fixed for now, and the communication problems it caused have also disappeared. But we need to come up with a way to prevent any similar incidents in the future.
I'm gonna be like completely honest. I do not know what the toy box is about. I swear, I definitely recognize the toy box, but I can't remember where from. That's my issue. I can't. I'm hearing the toy box and I'm like, I know that, but I'm also like, I don't know where that's from. Look at it though. Oh my god. Look at the layers. Jesus. Love layers.
And it's crucial we figure out how it had such a widespread effect. We can't risk almost all of Laplace speaking in cipher again. I, for one, believe it's related to the storm syndrome. But our research progress has been far too slow. So I need everyone.
There you go again. You're gonna say that the language disorder interfered with our work, right? Well, let me make this clear. Whether I use cipher or decimal or freaking latte art to communicate, it's not gonna stop me from doing what I want.
Oh my god. Medicine Pocket mimics Ulrich's tone, drawing out the words.
Those emergency handbooks are only filling that tank of yours with useless garbage data. Whatever happens, my advice is the same. Mind your own business and let us fend for ourselves.
Huh. Sounds like you've gotten over accidentally ordering critter chow at the
Here's a
canteen.
bath.
I suppose it is quite difficult to decipher a Tetris-based language, no?
See, if anybody's consuming my content, only my content on Reverse 99, they would be confused. Hizabeth was introduced in an event story as well. Yeah. I never played that event story. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was playing other important things. Like main story chapter. Or probably some other stuff as well. But yeah, I did not play the event story that she was in. So, yeah, sorry about that. I was either not about or I was busy main story. But yeah, Elizabeth, Laplace member. I don't know what the hell happened in her story, so.
And no, we can't just blow up the toy box medicine pocket. As I said before, it cannot be destroyed through arcane or scientific means. You should know when to quit.
Blow it up? Absolutely not.
Orc's like, fuck no. The ferret fluid nearly bounces in the tank.
Adler already notified us that the Foundation is pressuring us to deliver persuasive research results. This isn't the first time they've used our laissez-faire attitude as an excuse to attack Laplace. We need to use the toy box's simulations to create a reliable emergency protocol.
Okay, I get you. We just need to submit something that'll shut them up. So why don't you round up everyone who's been wasting research materials, hand them all Lorentz ID badges, and turn them over?
I did hear the Foundation has been quite lively lately. As crowded and chaotic as the crystal structure of austenite, supposedly.
Oh, he's not happy. Ulrich is clearly trying his best to hold it together, and eventually the tremor in his voice module settles.
That's quite enough. Now, if you'd please return
not
to
happy,
today's
man.
topic. Researcher Pointer, Researcher X, how are the results of your data analysis?
The two researchers have long grown accustomed to the lab's clamor. They know silence is the best way to keep out of it. Pointer pushes a stack of files towards Ulrich.
Here's my section. I've included a summary for the timekeeper's perusal. In simple terms, the flood has altered the characteristics of the storm. The vast majority of our past data has been rendered useless. Our most reliable models require multiple rounds of verification. Therefore, our current conclusions are for reference only.
This should be plenty. I'm confident we'll adapt to these new conditions very soon.
Everyone silently agrees.
Have we made any discoveries regarding the arcane fluctuations emanating from the toy box?
If we're only looking at the numbers, the magnitude of these arcane fluctuations far exceeds normal levels.
It's X, my boy.
I also consulted all the arcanists I know with arcane skills related to language, words, or sound. None of them could find any man-made traces in the fluctuations. I have two hypotheses. One, this toy box is a naturally occurring arcane object. And two, its core holds a power beyond most arcanists' comprehension.
He pauses. Hesitation, perhaps?
I also have a personal theory. Mr. Ludwig's arcane fluctuations.
Oh. We good? Hello? The main room door is thrown open, slamming it against the wall. Holy shit. Everyone turns towards the figure that has just burst in.
Mr. Enigma.
Doors unlocked.
Oh, he went to see Enigma. The visitor pushes the door
I
open.
already reviewed your application last Wednesday, X. And you and Elizabeth can stop submitting those clinical trial applications for Medicine Pocket's project.
Oh, I have a friend.
Regulus is not an option either. There isn't a hair on her body that doesn't scream arcanist. I will handle this myself. After all, I was the one who questioned Medicine Pocket on the possibility of resuming research on the topic in the first place.
It's a compelling research direction. An antidote for Procrasma extract suitable for human consumption, and a universally applicable edible extract with energizing effects.
He delivers the long string of terms with neither a stumble nor pause, as if reciting them from a script. He probably is.
There's no need for you to worry. I read the project proposal. Medicine Pocket already consulted me on a few issues.
That proposal was supposed to be confidential. Never mind. But we need to act like this research topic doesn't exist until it yields some results. You are all pure-blood arcanists. You have a natural tolerance for Procrasma extract. But it's simply too dangerous to move straight onto pure-blood humans. Well, I suppose it's about time my quarter arcanist blood came in handy.
Quarter arcanist blood. There you go. There is some arcanist blood in them. Okay.
I understand, Mr. Enigma. I have no intention, nor the power, mind you, to interfere with anyone's decision. But I did receive a document I think you should see.
Oh.
Of course you did. There's always more.
It's about the language disorder caused by the toy box's malfunction. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Although the world outside has returned to normal, a lot of curious occurrences have appeared in the toy box. Allegedly, the behavior of its inhabitants has become increasingly formulaic and unified. Of course, these are Mr. Ulrich's words. I haven't seen it for myself. The specifics are on top.
Interesting. He hands over the document.
I read the whole thing. It's comprehensive. Exhaustive, even. It should be more than enough to submit to the Foundation. But Ulrich isn't convinced it's persuasive enough, so he hasn't turned it in. We all know how easy it is to fall down a research rabbit hole. He needs someone on the outside to step in and make a decision. At least, that's what I think. There's also the small matter of a waveform contaminating the toy box's arcane fluctuations. A waveform extremely similar to that of our dear Mr. Raven. I've compared it. It's distinctly different from the other simulation data.
X delivers the last of his prepared lines, and with that the butterfly flapped its wings. He steps out and shuts the door behind him.
Ulrich.
Don't say his name like that. People will just ship you guys more.
Ulrich!
Oh, here we go.
Hey, what are you yelling for?
He already knows.
I'm trying to return this copy of your report that you forgot.
Oh. Oh god. Our first fighting part 4. Portable reality. Truth is correctness. Hey, is anyone going to guarantee the truth of this statement? Let's go. Oh, hello, we're in the toy box. Forest toy box. Professional expedition team of 1 investigator and 2 researchers trudge through the woods.
We've encountered more and more critters since we entered this forest.
At least we didn't come here for nothing. Hey Ulrich, don't forget our loot.
His fellow researcher stares at him incredulously.
Loot? Adler, are you seriously calling these supplies loot? I didn't expect you, of all people, to start indulging in roleplay.
I don't know what you're talking about. And you can save your energy for the journey. We still have a long way ahead of us.
Oh my god, I love this. Sensing another argument brewing, Marcus cuts
Mr.
in.
Enigma, Mr. Ulrich, perhaps we should hurry, so we can get there before the language disorder spreads to all of Laplace.
Ah, good. At least someone in our party can put together a rational thought.
According to Muse's map,
Properly.
we still have 7 kilometers until we reach the toy box's depths. If we cross this critter's territory, we'll save a third of the time it would take to go around.
Talking of critters, I guess. Suddenly a strange noise interrupts
Is
her.
that a critter?
I love the thinking pose.
It's an arcanist using critter speech. Looks like another piece afflicted with a language disorder.
Marcus stares at the arcanist and frowns.
We're too far away. I can't make out what he's trying to say. Let's get closer. I may be able to read some useful information. All right, allow me.
Fight time. Fight, fight, fight. Here's the squad. Let's do it. Oh, you guys haven't...
Anyone crazy seeing blood?
My team is properly sorted now, guys. They're all up to level. Endless in the shade, yes, made on hair fern. Poor guy. On a single green arrow, a giant axe plus bamboo shoot.
Oh, I understand. There's a maiden hair fern and a bamboo shoot. Looks like all I need to do is find the page with the fern and bamboo shoot.
Hurry, we will buy you some time.
Ants contain no along made on hair and fern.
We should continue along the humid, shaded areas preferred by maiden hair ferns. I suppose we are like ants to the people outside. A giant bamboo shoot that looks like a green arrow grows at the end of the path we're looking for. Oh, our shortcut is just there, behind that big tree.
Lovely.
I have the rear.
Oh yeah, you're here as well. Yeah.
Strike when the time is right.
I still don't give a shit.
Vampires don't just thirst for blood.
We good? The trek ends with a tall building peeking out from beyond the trees.
Goodness, this really was a shortcut.
Enigma glances at her. Marcus is excitedly checking what's ahead. I'm trying to open a bottle with my feet currently, oh god. Checking what's ahead. A far cry from the head-down figure he vaguely remembers. Yes, the spitting image of a brave investigator, a mountaineer,
I'm very grateful for your help, Miss Marcus. I wager we'd still be running in circles if you weren't here.
Indeed. If we can maintain this rate of progress,
It's so cute that Ulrich just pops out. It's so fucking cute.
we'll be submitting an up-to-standard pre-storm protocol very
Oh
very
my
soon.
god, I love it. And there's the paper.
Ulrich, why didn't you submit this copy of the pre-storm protocol?
Half-finished products have no place in a conference, Adler.
Faced with the substitute director's aggressive interrogation, Ulrich only watches as the file is slammed onto the desk.
It simply isn't persuasive enough. The toy box's storm simulation still poses some problems that require solving.
Am I hearing this right, Blob for Brains? You're telling me you've already finished the damn thing, but you thought you'd play us all for laughs for a while? Ugh, just turn it in, damn it! Shut those checkered chumps up!
As I said, there are still some problems that haven't...
Ulrich, you are slipping into the mindset of a creator. They're simulated data. There's no need for your humanitarian care.
And your biases are showing, Adler. As you'll recall from your encounters with the many familiar faces in the toy box, the pieces there are not objectively different from their real-world counterparts.
Familiar faces. No, this is real.
They are just pieces of data. Parts of a simulation. You shut yourself in your labs, in the toy box, calculating all day. And for what? If you all keep playing delusional genius, and continue to ignore the problems Laplace is facing, soon it will be out of our hands. This isn't the toy box. There are no resets.
A brief silence falls over the meeting room. Then the researchers catch on to a certain keyword.
It's true, Adler. With every new era brought by the storm, the Foundation has only tightened their policies, perhaps to an extreme. However, they need Laplace's research results. They need our innovation, our inventions. The Foundation doesn't view us as an enemy.
Exactly. I seriously don't get you guys. It's not like it'll affect us, so quit wasting our time with all these meetings.
No, it will affect you guys because what the Foundation wants is control. Especially certain parties, which could affect the research going on in Laplace.
So what if Laplace loses its independence?
Adler, we can't properly discuss the issue if you don't explain what's making you so apprehensive.
Enigma's mouth opens. A habitual scoff slips out before any word can.
If the Foundation passes their storm personnel reform, do you really think you'll be able to continue your research freely? Laplace is this close to being completely subsumed by the Foundation. When that happens, where do you think our inventions are going to be used? Don't tell me that none of you have ever considered.
Oh la la! No wonder they called you Enigma. If you've got some insider information, just tell us already.
The substitute director draws a deep breath. Office Foundation. Oh. Did he go and see Constantine?
Adler Hoffman.
Yeah.
You've arrived. Please, sit.
Oh god.
No need. I'm not here to chat.
Fine by me. Then allow me to move on to the subject. How's your progress on the storm contingency plan the Foundation requested?
Enigma waves the question away impatiently.
Get to the point.
I had planned on some small talk, but I'll get right to it if you wish.
She leans back in her chair.
If you assume the position of Laplace's next director, I can promise that the Foundation will not significantly interfere with the LSCC's regular operations.
On the condition I obey your every word.
Quite the opposite. Everything will be in your hands to do with as you see fit.
What's the catch?
Then I would choose to keep things the way they are. And there are plenty of more outstanding, more rational members who could take on the responsibility. Take Ulrich, the leader of the Storm Research Group, for example. Or Pointer. She did remarkable work on developing the teleport disk, among any number of others.
Mr. Adler, I'm afraid you've missed a crucial point. Although committee member Irenai is the one pushing for the Storm personnel reform, appointing you as the director of Laplace is not his intention.
It's yours, isn't it, Madam Constantine?
You see, a keen mind is a key prerequisite to becoming director. The core of the issue isn't how the Foundation presents its final decision to the outside world, but who we present. And what we need is a human. A stable, persuasive, uncontroversial human. When all is said and done, the Foundation's objective remains the same. We only wish to do all we can to brave the storm. In this regard, you are the best choice, Mr. Adler.
Yeah, I like Ulrich. I do really, really like Ulrich. He is one of my more favorite characters. But even I'm like, he isn't awakened. He isn't awakened. He's also very research driven. I don't think he'd be good in a leadership role. I mean, he's good as like the main person behind a research project and all that. But as a proper leadership role, like Adler is doing at the moment, I don't think it's the best with Ulrich. Just because some communication issues will likely happen here. Not saying that Adler is perfect with his communication. He's not. But I feel like there'd be some more hiccups with Ulrich about.
Your
as
best
head.
choice was forced to retire in the Timekeeper's suitcase.
Yeah.
Yes. Madame Lucy has certainly been enjoying a comfortable vacation.
Maintaining her smile, Constantine steers the conversation in another direction.
But let's not dwell on that. There's something else I wanted to tell you. Something interesting. To be kept to yourself for the time being, of course. It's a research topic we haven't yet revealed to Laplace.
Oh, this will be fun.
As you're well aware, for many years we've been searching for a method to bring back those reversed in the storm. Well, the Foundation has discovered a feasible theory. If we can inject a person's past memories into a suitable body, then we can restore those who were lost. All those years ago, a special candidate helped us in the first stages of this experiment. And now, we're finally starting to see results. To this end, we hope to acquire help from Laplace.
The fucking anonymies. God, shit. A whole sort of like anomaly, sort of topic is very much a sort of like, sort of topic. Especially especially with the last event story where you saw Meryl trying to get his friend back, even though she's now Ramona. Like, there's a lot of thinking of morally how right it is. It's very, yeah. Anyways, part 5, Passerby. A necessary choice in the midst of chance. Another fighting one. Ooh. Going back into the toy box.
Go on, spit it out! Or have all those long-winded administrative tasks totally destroyed your ability to get to the point?
You know something, don't you, Adler?
Yes, he does. Everyone waits for Enigma to speak, but all they get is a room full of puzzled looks. No matter how much he despises Constantine's implications and methods, he knows that this is neither the time nor the place for sharing what he's learned. The words he cannot speak harden into a stone at the back of his throat. Were he to let it fall, the ripples it would send through the plants would be impossible to calm.
I'm simply learning to consider the consequences before I act. Some of the Foundation's committee members have gotten swept up in the prospect of an impending arcane war. If this goes on, Laplace mustn't become a pawn in their war games, or a bargaining chip for their faction disputes. In short, we need to submit our pre-storm protocol as soon as possible, which means we need to figure out what the core of the toy box really is. No, whatever it is, we need to crack it open as soon as possible. All right? If we hurry, we still have a chance to convince the talking heads at the Foundation to leave us be.
Each researcher wears a different expression.
Ha! Enigma, are you actually begging right now? Quick, has the storm stopped? Has hell frozen over?
Whatever. Just give me an answer.
The fur fluid swirls violently in the tank, then slowly it settles.
All right. It seems there'll be no solving our differences in the short term. So, I have a proposal. We submit 2 reports, and let the reviewers decide.
Fine.
Oh, we're in the toy box, the beach toy box. In the toy box, once again, Enigma's exploration has taken him to a beach. Ooh, pretty. I like the aesthetic. Waves roll in, foaming at the shore. He looks down at the swirling water.
From a visual estimate, the perfect language covers everything in a 5-kilometer radius, with the tower as its center. On the beach outside this 5-kilometer area, the environment continues to exhibit signs of language disorder, a new type of storm syndrome. It deconstructs words into phonemes, the building blocks of sound, and uses them as the building blocks of matter. A handful of seawater contains 1, 2, 3, 4, roughly 20 phonemes. Though clearly the phonemes themselves don't carry any meaning, they do leave room to construct one.
The waves whirl, causing phonemes
The
catch
waves
something.
create a
I
chiming
blanked.
sound, like bells. This seawater holds enough phonemes such that they may
Phoniums.
organize into morphemes, the smallest units of meaning. Monkeys may have an easier time putting Shakespeare together here than writing it on typewriters.
A jelly-thick sea breeze brushes Enigma's cheek and carries his rhyme muttering to the waves' crests. Then the waves break against the shore again, and the wind shifts.
It seems the wind strips even the quietest utterances into the smallest units of sound.
He casts his herring like a net, carefully shifting out bar phonemes and weaving.
Perhaps
How dare
these
you?
symptoms can be understood as a language microscope, or maybe a scalpel. The environment dissolves and dissects every spoken word, leaving only its phonetic fragments behind. To use language is to quickly combine these pieces into specific sequences to create a meaningful utterance. Thus, one could view this entire environment as a simulation of language use. Bilabial plosive, diphthong, mid-central vowel, nasal. The phonemes of poem. I see. It's encryption and decryption. Hardly foreign territory for me.
Enigma crouches down, pulls a small glass vial from his pocket and fills it to the 2/3 mark with seawater. He seals the vial and shakes it, the liquid inside crystal clear.
It still appears like normal seawater in this container. Let's see if X has any suitable equipment to analyze its composition when I get back. I wonder, if I bring this vial of seawater to the tower, will its composition change?
Oh. The net catches a few strange symbols. Not far off, several toy box locals rush from the reef in a panic. He's so confused. What's going on? Puzzled, Enigma watches as they come running straight towards him, crying all the way. As they draw closer, the phonemes reassemble into words.
This language deconstruction phenomenon seems to have a limited range. Just now, the limit was around 2 meters.
He quickly jots the new findings on the back of his hand, but the locals' shouting robs him of any chance to ponder it further. You got creatures, mate. You need to deal with that first. He does not really care. The clamoring coolers surround him. No matter which way he steps, they swarm back in an instant. He tries to convince himself they're nothing but cold data. Not real people, not worth his time.
Critter attacks are common in the toy box. Go find the fellow with the glass tank for a head. I need to get to that tower.
The pieces refuse to take no for an answer. Their reality has made the choice for them. Keep pushing. Enigma glances down at his timer. 10 hours in the toy box already.
If I waste time on things like this, I won't make any progress on the tower's function before the simulated storm hits. I need to finish the pre-storm protocol before Ulrich does. All the damn pleading. What is this, a time loop?
When needs collide, the result is either a standoff or a concession, and lately Enigma has been favoring the latter. There's not a trace of simulation in the panic on their faces, and even Laplace's most advanced equipment could reproduce terror so faithfully.
Leads the way.
They cheer and quickly clear a path towards the reef. On the other side, the emergency comes into view. A pack of critters closing in. Yes.
These acts of violence are for peace, not victory.
Okay.
Let's get this over with quickly.
Damn, okay, that was... okay. He wants it done quickly, so,
I have the rear.
Praise the living.
Listen to this.
On the bus pass.
Yep, there you go, that's quick.
Return to your positions.
Critter speech, just you wait. It doesn't take much before critters flee. Even without understanding their language and with parts of it reduced to incomprehensible noise, their movements convey their fury just fine. Oh? Greta?
Thank you for lending us a hand.
Oh. The toy box is... oh.
You again.
As he approaches the trapped survivor, Enigma's eyes fall on the figure before him. A simulation of someone he knew better than anyone, built from Greta Hoffman's memory data.
I should have known. This is the only way to the tower.
He mutters under his breath, takes a step forward. It's a waste of time. None of this is real, just an absurd coincidence generated by the toy box's logic.
I saw you on my previous expeditions.
Oh, you're from the outside. This world is constantly resetting, so I'm afraid I cannot recall our previous encounters.
But
The last time I saw you, you were also on your way to explore the depths of the toy box. Is that the case this time as well? I built a tower there, in the depths, but nothing has changed. I'm no closer to finding out how to stop the storm in here. Listen to me. This is all a simulation, designed to help us find a solution to the storm. No matter what you do, everything will eventually reset to its original state. Nothing will change. You don't have to waste your time like this. You've already made this journey before, and it is difficult and meaningless.
Hoffman studies Enigma calmly. He's standing right in front of her, blocking the road ahead.
I appreciate your concern. It appears this isn't the first time you've observed our actions, and I'm glad I was able to help you come to your conclusions. However, everything you've said pertains to your business as an outsider. From your point of view, perhaps your claims are correct, but I'll only know if your advice is meaningful to me once I get there myself, when I see that tower with my own eyes. In any case, I won't be the last to visit it. Perhaps whatever I leave behind will help those who come after. Like I've helped you. Besides, if you've already concluded that this is meaningless, why did you return?
Leaving the question to hang in the air, Hoffman brushes past Enigma and follows the road behind him. Enigma doesn't move. The timer ticks on, converting precious time into numbers. A moment later, he sets off down the same road. Aww. Aww. We are 5 parts in. And now I'm starting to get tired. But you know what? There's some other interesting stuff we can do. Yay. Oh, I don't have enough. I wanted to gacha. Do I have more? I don't. Oh, I barely have enough for both of them. God damn it. Alright, give me a minute. Come on. Give me my boy. God damn it. It's Charlie Clearer.
Prepare your softest.
At least I got 2 more tries now. Alright. Ooh, no.
Y'all want some fries, burgers, or apple martini? The party's gonna begin.
Yeah. But no. Okay.
The BSA number?
Hi, Eagle.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, that's it. We failed. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. And yeah, see you guys next week, where we will continue the event story. And hopefully I do get Enigma. And hopefully.